society. We must come together for humanity's sake. On Can We Talk 360, we strive to stimulate an authentic conversation on issues that affect all of us in an environment of tolerance. I am Eugene Pettis, attorney and community servant. Let's discover how there is strength in our differences and an abundance of possibilities when we stand together as one humanity. Welcome to Can We Talk 360 Motivational Moment. Today I want to discuss our heart is life's GPS. The most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. That's a quote from Helen Keller. So often we rely disproportionately on our brain as our guide in life. We reason and analyze our way through life and sometimes miss the mark. It's interesting that we take our vehicles to the mechanic every once in a while in order to make sure that it has the capacity to continue functioning on the road. I think we should also pause in life and allow the maintenance of our mind, body, and soul in order to make sure that we are in sync to navigate the road towards a purposeful life. I often talk about a purposeful life because I think the key to personal fulfillment and success is intentionality and focus. Just as we navigate the highways and byways, we must navigate life. If we start driving our car with no idea where we're trying to get to, you're likely to end up lost. The same is equally true if you do not have a goal of where you want to go with your life. In our cars, we use our GPS. With life, we should allow our hearts to be our compass. In Proverbs 4, in the Bible, it says, "Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it." That's such a beautiful scripture. Above all else, guard your heart. Guard what you put into it, what it sees, for everything you do flows from it. In other words, your heart impacts your perspectives and functions in life. It determines how we treat other people. It defines whether we are compassionate in the plight of others or selfish in our ways. Do we view life with a spirit of thanksgiving or a woe is me attitude? Given the critical role that our heart plays in life, once in a while we need a maintenance check. To maintain life's balance, our plans must be anchored in something greater than ourselves. As for me, God is my anchor. His word and promises give me clarity of purpose and faith for my life's journey. His word is the compass of my heart. It offers me direction in every situation I face. So we each must answer the questions of what's in our hearts. Where are we trying to go in life? Are we willing to sacrifice to get there? These are tough questions, and I've reflected on them, and I'm sure some of you have reflected on them from time to time, but they're tough questions. They may not have simple answers. What's in your heart? Sometimes that requires meditation to do some introspective analysis. If everything that we do and how we perceive the world around us passes through our heart, is the content of our heart limiting the destiny of our lives? There is a purpose on each of our lives. There are no mistakes on this earth. There is a calling upon each of us. We must shift the perspective of who we are and change the way we look at ourselves. Another verse from the Bible is Proverbs 19:21. Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. I've often spoken about the fact that there is a purpose on each of our lives when we were placed on this earth, and our journey is to find out where that purpose and that passion is and to try to fulfill it. I often reflect on my life where I've been and where I desire to go. The view of that journey is different whether I process it cognitively, that is, through the brain, or emotionally through my heart. My brain sometimes tells me not to give of my time, talents, and treasure, but my heart tells me why not. It reminds me that all that I have is for a greater good and not to be hoarded away for some selfish reason. As we have gotten towards what I hope to be the end of the pandemic, many are at the crossroads of life. Do we stay the course of how we lived life before, or do we grow into something better? And that is not just how we treat others, but it's how we nurture our own lives. We need a shift in our identity to redefine who we are as individuals and as a society. And it's my belief that that starts in our hearts. So take a maintenance moment of your heart and determine if it is the best reflection of who you desire to be. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope that your heart will lead you to a better and more meaningful you. As always, thanks for listening.
The law firm of Halitzer Pettison Schwam is a proud sponsor of the Can We Talk 360 podcast. Our firm handles medical malpractice, wrongful death, catastrophic personal injury litigation, and workers' compensation matters. We pride ourselves in being advocates for justice on behalf of those who have been seriously injured. For decades, we've taken the lead in making your case our priority. It's who we are. It's who we'll always be. Halitzer Pettison Schwam. Serious injuries, proven results.
Thank you for listening to today's episode of Can We Talk 360. I sincerely hope that you were inspired to seize this moment in time and take real action towards change. Remember, all change begins with a conversation. Be sure to tune in every month for more fascinating discussions and motivational food for the soul. Please share with your friends, family, and colleagues. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Can We Talk 360, and visit us on the web at www.canwetalk360.com.